Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee. It's weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And we have a beautiful day here across much of the Northeast and northern mid Atlantic states. And it looks like we may actually hold on to this dry air into Tuesday, where I think we're going to get a reinforcing shot of dry air coming in for Monday and Tuesday. And looking at the week ahead, except for maybe a shower or thunderstorm possibility, say late Wednesday or Wednesday night with a cold front, it looks pretty quiet. And we may have dry weather to follow that going into the end of this week and next weekend, which is the Labor Day holiday weekend. If we play our cards right, we'll have another cool high coming down from the north. So it all looks good. We've got two systems in the tropics. We're going to take you through everything this morning. First off, as far as our weather is concerned, it's gorgeous. I mean, look at the clear skies that we have throughout much of central and southern New England, southern New York, Pennsylvania, down into Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, northern Virginia. The frontal boundary has pushed well to the south. We were waiting for this wave of low pressure to develop yesterday to finally get the clouds out of the way. So now we've got this frontal boundary that's stalled out to the south. And it is going to probably either stay there or maybe sink just a little bit further to the south. So we're in good shape. This is all dry air that's through here. Now there is an upper trough to the north, and that's the cloud line that you see in upstate New York that is swinging southeastward, and that brings some minor complications in for Sunday. But well, other than that, we're only talking about some clouds that might come in from the east. But other than that, I really think it won't make things it would make things no worse than partly sunny in some areas. And the further inland you go, it may wind up being more mostly sunny again. So we're not really all that concerned. As far as the radar goes, we're looking at nothing. The radar is absolutely quiet and silent, and I think it will remain the case through the weekend and into next week. There is a very tiny outside chance that there could be a spot sprinkle or shower in one or two isolated spots tomorrow. I didn't think it was worth putting in the forecast. I left it completely out. So we'll take you through what's going on with the upper air, and then we're going to talk about the two systems in the tropics. So this second trough, actually what's happening is the first trough is moving out. You can see it there on the upper right, but a little piece of it gets left behind here for Saturday and Sunday, and then it sits off the coast of New England and strengthens. So that actually drives a little more dry air in here eventually for Sunday night, Monday into Tuesday. We've got another upper air trough that is out to the west coming through the plains. So we're kind of in a bit of a sweet spot here. And then as we go through this week, with that upper low that's sitting over Nova Scotia, it keeps us protected. This next trough swings on through. That means another cold front probably late Wednesday or Wednesday night. And you still have the jet pretty far to the south going into the Labor Day weekend. Our air is going to be coming in from the northwest. So that to me says it's going to be nice. So as far as the rest of today is concerned, obviously we're looking at sunshine, nothing more than a few passing clouds, temperatures that are going to be in the 70s to perhaps the warmest spots getting up close to 80. For Sunday, we have this easterly wind tomorrow that might bring in some clouds along coastal areas, perhaps moving a bit further inland for a little while. Again, I'm thinking no worse than partly sunny, and I left any mention of a sprinkle or a shower out of the forecast. If that were to happen, I think it would be mainly, you might see a sprinkle or shower pop up along coastal areas. I don't see that happening inland. And then the high kind of rebuilds back a bit for Monday into Tuesday. Here comes the cold front for Wednesday. Doesn't look overly impressive. And then another a week high for Thursday and Friday where it'll be warm. And then here comes another high for the Labor Day weekend. So 70s to perhaps near 80 today, low to mid 70s tomorrow from northeast Virginia to southern New England, and mostly 70s for Monday and for Tuesday for daytime highs. Okay, let's go really quick with the tropics. The system off the Florida coast remains off the Florida coast for the most part. As far as the showers and storms are concerned, it's disorganized. There's a broad low over South Florida, so while that remains over land, this system probably won't be able to do very much today. But that low is going to emerge into the Atlantic later tomorrow and move northeastward. And I think at that point, you might see this become a tropical depression or a tropical storm. I don't think this is going to have any impact on the weather along the East Coast as long as we have that trough in the Northeast and the flow. You'll notice the clouds are all moving from west to east. The upper flow is going to carry this out to the Northeast. So I really don't see any impact here from this. And in fact, when you look at the hurricane tracking models, they all pretty much take it out to the Northeast. A few variations here or there. But the bottom line is the upper flow is not something that favors it moving up the coast. You can read about this more. I have a website post on it where I get into it at length. And if you've got the app, I put it up on the post up on the app as well, so you can read more about it there. Meanwhile, we do have one other system, of course, that we're watching in the tropics, and that's the system that is east of the Windward Islands. And this one looks well organized. You can see it right here. It's moving to the west or west-northwest and probably will continue to do so over the next couple of days. It may very well become a tropical depression or even a tropical storm. However, if it takes a track into the Caribbean, we've got wind shear issues here, and it will likely weaken and fall apart. And many systems do that. We've seen a number of times where tropical systems, you see systems become tropical storms, and in some cases even minimal hurricanes. And then they move into the Eastern Caribbean, and the wind shear just takes care of them. And the hurricane tracks for this one, all pretty consistent on a west or west-northwest course over the northern windward, southern leeward islands, and then continuing from there. Again, if there's wind shear issues, that may wind up, there may not be much left of it as after it crosses the island. So we're going to be watching both those systems. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the great weather, the low humidity, the sunshine, the coolness in the air, the nice north to northeast breeze. Have a great day, and we will see you. Maybe do a live stream tonight as we watch the tropics. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow on Weather in 5.